Hi Kiwi, alright, we are back at Hades and we're going to be running the aspect of Eris on the rail. We're going to take Artemis's keepsake, the adamant arrowhead, and go for as much crit chance as we can afford to get. And we'll see where that takes us. I may end up going for a combo of Artemis and Zeus just for the sake of getting Zeus's dialogue for the epilogue taken care of, but we will see. With all that said though, let's go ahead and take 3 levels of extreme measures, 2 levels of benefits package, 1 level of middle management, 1 level of tight deadline. I think we can very easily take 1 level of damage control with this sort of build, so I'll do that as well. Actually, no, if I'm going to go Cluster Bomb, or if I'm going to go Rocket Bomb, that's a bad idea. I'll just take 1 level of Jury Summons, that should be fine. Alright, wish us luck, here we go. Here's hoping to a Rocket Bomb run. I've never actually had one, so I'd be very happy to see it. We start off with a 25% chance of getting a hammer here, that would be cool if we got it, but I'm not going to complain about getting Artemis first.
You know how long it took Callisto to become a master of the hunt? I'm sure you can still learn a thing or two.
Alright. We are offered her attack. I'm going to re-roll because I really want her special here.
Hate to be ungrateful here.
We did not get it, and Dash Strike isn't that exciting. Actually, this is like an awful slot of options for us. I guess I'll take her aid for now, and we'll see where that takes us.
Make every strike count.
Fortunately, that does mean we're going to be starting off fairly weak in terms of damage. So I'll have to eke out whatever damage I can between special, attack, and cast. Conveniently, we are offered another Artemis fairly early on, which is good for us, I suppose. But we are certainly lacking in damage.
That's something. In the name of Hades.
Initially. Okay, there we go. Rare level special, 55% more damage and 20% chance to crit. That's all we want. Now we look for things like Heartrend to get more crit damage, and more importantly than that, just as many hammers as we can find, plus or minus Rush Delivery, because you can never go wrong with Rush Delivery from Hermes. I'm lucky that thing died before the trap went off, because I should have taken a hit there. I don't know what it is about me, but I am almost laser guided to traps for some reason. I go out of my way to get hit by them sometimes. It feels that way at least. All right, we definitely want to take the Chaos Room unless we are offered a convincing alternative, which is unlikely. Not impossible, mind you, but unlikely. E or Darkness, easily Chaos decisions. Following your voice, Chaos. We've already maxed out your affinity, so we don't need to give you any more ambrosia, but you do give us a fish here. Excellent. All right, let's see what we can catch. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this. 2. Got it.
I think I got one. That's a Progelia, all right?
It still looks like it's wearing sunglasses.
Specimen received.
Thanks, Chaos.
I sense your consternation, son of Hades, as you look about this space. You have another question and are free to ask.
Where is Nyx is probably going to be the question.
Oh, it's just... I sometimes wonder, Master Chaos.
Never mind.
If you created all of this, then who created you? What was this place before you arrived?
Zagreus, you are asking some concerning questions.
All of this simply came to be, and so did I, presumably after a former time had finally reached its end. I hesitate to say it was an act of will. It was more like a sudden shift, as when a conflagration happens from a spark. I arrived at such a time, and all else then arrived from me.
It's always such an interesting thought process of like what came first and all the things that come after. Does that even make any sense? No matter. I'm gonna go ahead and re-roll here for the hope of getting a better special option.
Not what I need right now.
Let's see. Dash, Strike, Cast, and HP. None of these are terribly appealing, so I will go ahead and take the 4 encounters, have my health total reduced by 36, then gain 32 HP after the fact. Makes us a little bit better at surviving. There's our first hammer. Okay, so this is where the run either completely dies on the outset or not. In terms of options, if we are offered both Rocket Bomb and Cluster Bomb, we take Cluster Bomb first. The reason for that is it locks out another bomb-related boon, so it gives us a better chance of seeing the boon that we want. I don't know the names of them because it's rare that I ever get to see them, admittedly. Basically, we want the boons that, or the hammers that do 2 things. 1, turn Rocket Bomb, which turns our missile into a linear projectile, makes it much easier to aim, makes it hit much faster. Oh, Kiwi, we got Cluster Bomb. This is the other one, Cluster Bomb. Your special fires a spread of 5 bombs, but each does 30% less damage, which Doesn't sound that great until you realize how easy it is to get all 5 bombs stacking on top of each other if you just hold the special a little bit. And, more importantly, if you combo it with Rocket Bomb. Because Rocket Bomb makes it a linear projectile. So you hit all 5, guaranteed pretty much. Plus crit on that. It is just a hilarious build. Triple Bomb is actually, I believe, the alternative bomb that we don't want. So taking Cluster Bomb here makes it so we can't get Triple Bomb later. Which means one less potential Daedalus Hammer boon that we run the risk of having to take unwillingly. Alright, so see, this is how Cluster Bomb looks when you don't condense the shots, but in a room where enemies are just all over the place, that is fine. Also makes it very easy to just get the Ares passive going, because how are you not getting hit by your explosion there? Huh. Shop? I can't afford anything in the shop, so I think we take Ares here. Is there anything I want from Ares, though? What do we want? Specifically, what do we want for this build? Zeus, maybe. Ares doesn't really benefit us that much. Actually, Urge to Kill would be fun, and Battle Rage would be pretty fun. Okay, we're gonna go. I've talked myself into it. We're gonna do Ares. All right, here's how we condense our shots. They still fire a little. They still fall a little too slow to reliably land on enemies that start moving, but when they are stationary like that, like look at that damage. Look at that insane amount of damage. And now, just imagine if we had that concentrated into a move that does extra damage, like has a much higher base damage, and can crit.
Well, that a sudden scourge of war would help you out of your predicament. Why, I would stir one up for you without a second thought.
And if the majority of the shots always hit the target because it's a linear file shot that fires quickly, it's going to be very strong when we get it going. I don't really want his attack here. I'd probably favor just forcing a Zeus. But maybe I take it and then I sell it for coin. Yeah, maybe that's what I do.
The war is on.
We'll take the palm here and try to get it on the special. For a brief moment, I felt like I was still playing the Aspect of Poseidon and I had like that crazy Blade Rift build going. So bear with me as I regain my bearings. The thing about this is if I tag them with Doom, because it's Ares' epic boon, it one-shots them once the Doom procs.
Good enough to eat.
Okay, 71% more damage on the special. Excellent. We'll take the key here. I don't know specifically what I would be re-rolling for in particular. You know what? Actually, you know what I'm going to take? I'm going to go for Aphrodite so that we can get more crit chance. Ooh, this is a gross room, Kiwi. But it's 5 bombs and their shield caps at 4, so they still die. That's pretty funny. Those guys, I hate the enemies that, like, the mini boss perks, or the enemy perks that you can sometimes have from the, what is it, not middle management, benefits package, I believe it is. They can be really scary sometimes, like really darn scary. Centaur Soul, Fishing Point, Ignited Ichor, none of those appeal to me at this time. A trial between Artemis and Ares, on the other hand, yeah, I'll take that. I'll very gladly take that. I think
one of them's going to be mad.
Neither of them are particularly difficult to deal with, and I think Artemis benefits us more.
Grateful.
And I'd rather make her happy. Pressure points, sure. Why not? A little bit more crit chance. Why not?
Your choice leaves much to be desired here, my kin. My temper I shall keep in check, but only barely so.
Once I try to kill you, of course.
Ares, forgive me.
Goodbye,
He's
HP.
angry now.
Did you see that those guys just got melted? Oops. Held that a little bit too long. That was my fault. Yeah. Alright, I'm taking definitely more damage than I strictly need to. In this sort of build, I just need to make sure that I tag enemies with the attack once so that they get the Doom on them. Because that Doom's going to hit them pretty hard once it pops. I'm kind of, like, my brain just went, I would love a damage over time build.
I think that we are squared away for now, though do not test my patience further.
So maybe if we get, if they want us to do a bow build next, I will probably go Aspect of Chiron and just stack poison everywhere. Maybe we do a 32 heat run just for the sake of something different from usual. Are we going to end up getting another Blade Rift build? Because it looks like we might be getting another Blade Rift build, which is hilarious and completely unnecessary. I don't want to waste a reroll here, so it's either Impending Doom for the extra damage. I was going to sell the attack, but maybe I do just keep it. We'll take Impending Doom then. We'll take the HP here. You know, I guess that's true. Since we are planning on going Aphrodite anyway, Getting her duo with Ares seems fine for us. It's just it's not really going to be the point of the build once we get Cluster Bomb. That's like just kind of superfluous. I like that I'm just dashing around tagging enemies with the attack and I know they're dead, so I don't have to stick on them at all. Like everyone just gets one pat of the attack and they're dead. And move on to the next one, and you're dead. You get a doom, and you get a doom, and you get a doom. You all get doom. All right, we can afford a boon, so we'll go this way and see if we see another Artemis. We do, in fact, see another Artemis. Wow.
Guess you're doing business.
Hunter's Mark. Yeah, absolutely Hunter's Mark. Heck yeah. Any chance for more crit is always welcome. Well said, Charon. Sorry I skipped your text there, mate. My brain has the speedrunner mentality going for it. I'm sorry.
Oh, you came back all this way. I'm flattered, Red Blood.
Unfortunately, it is very unlikely that we will see any further, what's it called? Oh gosh, I got tapped out of that. Darn it. Unlikely to see any further Daedalus hammers until Elysium, unfortunately. So we won't see the full potential of this build until later, but this is our best chance we have to get it, honestly.
Come closer.
Ouch, that's a lot of hits that I didn't need to take. Alright, we're gonna pop that. Killed her with the cast, wow. Or the call, rather. I was not paying attention to her HP. I was more focused on just making sure that my cluster bombs land roughly in mostly just her spot, and trying to predict where she's gonna dash to.
Let's see.
Alecto failed just as her sister did.
Alright, let's go ahead and force Aphrodite. Now the issue that I'm realizing now is I do not have a great way of applying her weakened effect, which we need for those two boons that we're aiming for, or those two duos that we're aiming for. Probably gonna take Passion Dash as a result of that, because I do not want her cast. Passion Dash, I can dash into enemies and then dash away. And then if we get, what is it, Empty Heart, I think? Or Empty Will? Or I forget. The boon that makes her...
Be there soon, Lenny.
Makes her weak effect last longer.
Wasn't this whole expanse once lush and green?
I think if we do that, we should be fine. Even if I don't have to apply it too often, we should be definitely fine. Give us the fish, please. One fish for Jeff.
That's a bite. A fine catch.
Alrighty, and point isn't that exciting, but it will afford us potentially some fun things in sticks, so I'm not going to complain about being offered it here or there. Even if we are forced into taking it, it's not ideal, but it's not the end of the world either. What we stand to gain the most currently from Asphodel is finding some good Hermes boons. If we find the right combo to get potential rush delivery, this run is like, we're gonna see some of the biggest numbers this game can offer in terms of overall damage output, and it's gonna be crazy if that's the case. Trying to aim that was rough. Oof. Think you're dead? No, you're not dead. Doesn't kill ya. Our Doom does a lot of damage because we got the ramping damage, the 60% damage boon. There's our first Hermes, or there's our first Aphrodite. I think we take Aphrodite first, and the reason for that is simply because we're gonna need to find her duo, and the sooner we get her in the god pool, the less likely we are to find other gods that'll interfere with the boons we actually want to see. So yeah, we'll take Aphrodite first. Oops. I really do enjoy my lava baths here. Poor dude tried to jump out of the cluster bomb and still landed in it. I wasted a dash. Could have dodged that. Trying to tag these blokes with why did I call them blokes? With these Gorgon heads with some nice doom damage. Watch them get popped instantly.
Love tends to blossom in the strangest places at the strangest times. You know that, don't you, dearest? All one can do is entertain the chance.
All right, let us go ahead. Oh, her attack would be pretty fantastic for us. I don't think it's worth it, though. I don't think it's worth it. I'd rather...
I would like none of these.
Come on, Aphrodite. What the heck? She didn't re-roll into anything. She gave us the exact same boons, pretty much. Well, I will take Dying Lament. When foes are slain, they inflict nearby foes with weak. Unlucky. And here's Eurydice to give us the odd chance of getting a rarity upgrade on our special, but I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the increased boon rarity for 3
trying
boons.
to teach Orphe to cook, but he can sing all right.
That's fair. One art is better than no art. There are plenty of people out there who just don't have a talent for cooking, and that's okay. That's really okay. I don't have a talent for music, but I do think I have a talent for cooking. I just can't make it look appealing. It looks disgusting, but it tastes fantastic. All right, refreshing nectar. The next 3 boons we have upgraded rarity. And of course, Demeter is just going to force herself into here out of nowhere, because why wouldn't she? Thanks, Dem. All right. Well, it did teleport its way out of most of that hit. It's going to get hit by a fair chunk here. Whoop. Ah, darn it. Oh, wow. I got hit by everything there. That was like the most unideal situation I could have had for myself. Oh, I need to bail out. I'm way too prone to taking damage from these bosses. I think I lost a Death Defiance to them on the last run. Actually, well, it was intentional, but still, the fact that I lost that Death Defiance wasn't a good look for me. All right, goodbye. And that is what it will look like if we get Rocket Bomb.
The heat of your surroundings must be difficult to bear, my little sprout. It's fortunate I've just the thing for that.
What have you got? Nothing I could possibly have any interest in. Thanks so much for showing up, Demeter, and wasting my time. I guess we take Ravenous Will for the extra 20% damage, because that is pretty decent. It's just... ugh. Very much ugh. Whatever. Here's our first Hermes, so on the bright side, we will get an upgraded rarity on whatever Hermes has to offer. Once again, as always, we're looking for anything that can lead us into Rush Delivery. So Greater Haste, Quick Recovery, I think Hyper Sprint is the last option, and all of those are easy enough to pull off with minimal issue. Beyond that, I don't really have much I want from Hermes. More dashing is always great for survivability, but I don't really need it on this build. As it is, I'm just taking a lot more damage than I would consider ideal. What I would give for that hammer sooner than later. For now, I'm settling for the fact that I'm not getting all of my cluster rockets stacked, because I just don't want to take the extra damage that would cause me.
It's you, boss. That's good. But you're standing still. That's bad. Let's get you up and moving about again, all right?
I agree. Standing still. Man, bad idea. All right, so 30% faster special sounds pretty awesome. We'll take that, I suppose, even if we're not getting Greater Haste or Rush Delivery. That's pretty good for us. All right, Aphrodite, are you going to offer us your dash this time, maybe? Would be cool if you did. Would genuinely be really cool if you did. Ugh, witches. On the bright side, I tag them with an attack and they're dead. Assuming I break their armor, mind you, but still. Pop that one with my call because I could. Alright, that witch is very, very dead. Let's go ahead and do that, and you are dead too.
Lady Aphrodite.
Perfect, we got her we got her dash. Now I can more reliably apply weak, and we can get her duo.
What's in the well?
We'll take a Light of Ixion here, although I am a little low on HP, so I will buy the Eye of Lamia as well to hopefully get a little bit of extra HP. Looks like, I think this is the end shop, so we'll go ahead and take this. There are some boons that we could stand to gain, particularly duo boons between Aphrodite, Ares, and Artemis at this point.
Took care of those for you.
Ares is probably the one we wanted to see the least of the three. I will take this HP, I think.
That's a relief.
And let's go ahead and take this.
I so anticipate the day you finally arrive upon Olympus. There are few amongst us here with interests such as those I think we share.
Hi, Aphro.
There are at least a few of us who share such interests here. Isn't that so, Lord Ares? As for you, dearest, you take all the time you need.
Alright, so we get their duo, so that means that your doom effects will continuously strike weak foes. That's going to do a lot of damage, actually, for us, so I'm not going to complain too much about Curse of Longing this early. Alright, let's watch Lerny melt if I can get a good meat shot with our special. We might actually instantly phase him if we get the crits.
If only you knew just how I feel, Lerny.
We're gonna run up, cast special, cast, and then watch what happens. Okay, no crits on that, unfortunately. But, ooh, that's a lot of damage. I think that should yeah, that instant pops his heads at least. Goodbye. Goodbye, flying Hydra head. Well, I will say I appreciate the special attack speed up, because if we do get cluster rockets, that is going to do so much for us in the long run.
Who needs a neck anyway?
Definitely not Chroma, isn't that right, Kiwi? Chroma is our most necklace cat of them all. Although, so Gnocchi, our other cat, who, if you watched the recent Pokemon episode about going to the farmer's market, she's cameoing in several. She cameos in several photos, or in several photos at the start of the episode. She has instances where she also has no neck. She just chooses to tuck it into her chest, I guess. But the reason why I bring this up is there was an instance where Gnocchi got a haircut. She had a wound on her neck from a collar that got too tight. I think she got caught on something, and instead of breaking away like it's supposed to, it did not. And so she got, unfortunately, some wounds on her neck from that collar. We had to shave it so we could see it, let it breathe, and put some glue to clean it. And the entire time she had that bottom part of her neck shaved, it looked like she just had like a big burlap, like the thing bunnies have on their female bunnies have on their neck.
Quite rapidly.
It was really cute and equal parts very funny to look at. All right, at this point, really all we could ask for is a hammer. So what do I take in the meantime? I guess something that isn't maxed level at this point. Why don't we take Harpy Feather Duster and get it fully maxed out? Because we only have 3 more keepsakes that need maxing. Myrmidon Bracer, Frostbitten Horn, and Harpy Feather Duster. So yeah, we'll do that. Eye of Lamia, I don't think we need any further. We're pretty healed up. Ignited Ichor would be cool, but we don't have anything setting us in line for rush delivery. And we definitely don't want to sell any of that. So, all right, on to the next floor. We're looking for Heartrend. We're looking for Rocket Bomb on the hammer. If we get those 2 things, we are sitting very pretty for a very, very fun rest of the run. Now, there's a reasonable chance we're offered
Everything's so green.
a hammer here. Unfortunately, we did take Light of Ixion, which will
Just need to
be
get from here across all that.
will be sad. We are offered the hammer. We'll be offered the hammer again, if not now, in Styx. So I think maybe I will take the Chaos Gate for the chance it gives us special attack damage. Hopefully we see that hammer again very soon. I'm going to be very sad if we don't.
In the name of Hades.
All right, we still have not been offered anything that benefits our special, sadly. I don't think we really stand much to gain here, so we'll just take Slothful Affluence. 53% reduced movement speed for 3 encounters, 30% more gold afterwards.
You think is best.
I think we'll take the key here because we can reroll for some fun things, potentially. Unfortunately, this may be where our RNG starts to fade out. We'll see. Just trying to keep these enemies tagged with Doom if I can so that I can pop them. I think one shot of Doom from the Revenant will kill. Where is this? Oh, there you are. I'm like, where is that archer that's shooting at us? Oh gosh, we have teleporting flame wheels. That's so scary. Because they can teleport directly on top of me if I'm unlucky. This was a weird chamber, not gonna lie. We made it work. Excellent. Okay, there's our hammer, and there's all the other things I would have liked to have picked up before I left the room, but I saw the hammer and just didn't think about anything else. Kiwi, this is the moment of truth. Do we get given the run of our dreams? Well, maybe not our dreams, but the run of our, the run that we're asking for. Or do we get the run that we deserve? I think we deserve a little bit better, but what do I know? I see some flame wheels spawning in. I'm gonna play a little safe here. It is kind of wild that we can have our Dooms just constantly activating like that. With Aphrodite's. We didn't get it. No. No. Aw, that's so sad. Okay, Explosive Fire. Your attack deals damage in an area and slows foes. Seeking Fire, your attack seeks the foe and deals 10% more damage. Your attack bounces to 1 additional foe. None of these are really exciting. I guess I take Ricochet Fire just so we have a little bit more AoE.
The rail grows stronger.
The only hope we have at this point for this build is if we get a Anvil and it hits that and gives us Rocket Bomb, which isn't guaranteed, but it's possible. Do I take the Demeter here? I think I do. Although going into a mini-boss fight, especially Asterius with 50% reduced move speed.
Each time we fight, I think I learned a little more. Let's start.
This is gonna be a little rough, Kiwi. just have to make sure I use my dashes effectively. And try to keep him weakened if I can, just for the extra benefit of that. Oh, what are you... He was running in circles there. What the heck? That's very rude, Bull. Okay, well, it's going to be hard to evade that. Okay, we phased him. This means a free hit for us, unless... or I guess it was more of a free hit for him, but still. He's charging up that. We bail out. We toss a cast here, or a call. I keep calling it a cast instead of a call. If you can't get a sense of the trend, I am very prone to mixing up words that have to start with the same letter. Could you kindly, Bull? Thankfully, this isn't forced overtime. I think if it was forced overtime, he probably would have hit us with that. Well, we didn't lose a Death Defiance, which I think is most important to recognize here. Alright, Demeter, what have you got for us? Crystal Beam, Snowburst, Nourish Soul, all very much unuseful, but I'm not going to waste a reroll on you. We don't have any of Demeter's core boons. There was a chance we went for Blade Rift here, but I think it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I guess I just take Nourish Soul for the heal. And now we have Patroclus to upgrade our attack damage, which is kind of nice.
Clear for the weak, my friend.
I think he talks louder now that Achilles is here too, because I always had the trouble of getting in range to hear their dialogue, or his dialogue.
Good. There you are, stranger. Settle something for us quickly, hmm? Would Achilles not make for the perfect champion of Elysium? For I think almost anybody would be better than the current one.
I do agree. I do agree.
I think I'd rather maintain watch over a nearly empty hall than battle all the shades around here, Pat.
I too would vastly prefer having to contend with Theseus rather than yourself, Achilles. Although that's not to say I disagree that almost anybody would be better in the role than him.
It seems then I am overruled. But I know champion material when I see it, and I see it now.
That's sweet. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and take Cyclops Jerky for the next 10 encounters, 60% attack damage. Always welcome. And then we're offered an Ares Demeter trial versus Aphrodite. Aphrodite we stand to gain more from because she can offer Heartrend, and I probably want that more objectively speaking. But could get Blade Rift. Start getting Hunter's Blades. It's fine.
One of them's not going to like this.
I think I have an easier time dealing with Ares, so we'll take Demeter first.
Ah, yes, indeed.
Crystal Beam. Is this all you offer? Are these literally the only boons you own, Demeter? Come on. Alright, we'll take Snowburst, I guess, when we cast Chill Enemies. It'll at least give us the chance to apply status, or...
You shall not goad me into anger with a petty insult such as this, you know. Nevertheless, there is a price which must be paid for it.
Alright, yeah, at least it'll make it easier for us to apply status privilege, I guess, but man, RNG is being cruel to us. It really is. Maybe I should have taken her revenge effect, because it does apply... It does apply all 10 stacks of chill, which makes whatever hit us really slow. I don't know. I don't think there was a correct choice because we weren't offered a correct choice, let's be honest. That was the equivalent of a pick the most correct answer statement. Pick the most correct. I always hated that phrasing in undergrad and grad school. They knew there could be multiple correct answers, so they said pick the most correct, which is just kind of bullshit. It's when you say most correct, then it becomes subjective.
Your slight against me is already forgotten, for I was more than pleased to witness such a monstrous show of force.
Glad you appreciate that. Alright, yeah, we'll take Slicing Shot here. That's fine, I guess.
Then.
There's our second Hermes. We'll take him. I don't think there are too many things the palm could hit. I don't think it's worth risking it for something that's more guaranteed to have an immediate benefit to us. Granted, we've lost our opportunity pretty badly for rush delivery, unless we get... We're gonna have to spend a lot of golden sticks if we want to get the things we want here. That's assuming they're even offered in the first place. We'll say I improve of this increased doom damage from Aphrodite and Ares, and then the Ares rail is what I'm trying to say, actually.
That would fully rearmed.
Oh, I forgot this guy had a Revenant. I forgot about him altogether, honestly. No witches allowed. Just pop that witch immediately. Oh dear. We're in the middle of a bunch of archers. I saw us just hit something for 900 damage in one hit, which is pretty wild. Not sure what did that damage, but it was Probably a crit on our special. Ooh, our Doom crit there. 600 damage in one hit. Second wind, hyper sprint. I guess I'll take hyper sprint because it will set us up for potentially getting rush delivery. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, hyper sprint. Okay. Maybe. Just maybe.
Right along.
Coin. I think I take the coin here. We've got plenty of HP. We need the coin tag. Hopefully get something fun and sticks.
Just in time.
I sensed your presence here. How about another of our little contests, Zagreus? All of you?
See, and Thanatos is here to just give us the HP we wanted anyway, so what do we need? Well, Than's always got our back and our heart.
You're all coming with me.
I always appreciate when enemies spawn in Than's little death circle and then they dash out of it immediately. It's pretty funny because it means that he's not getting his kill, even though he, like, the enemy was, like, basically primed for him to get it. Ooh, I like the delivery on that die line. Fan rooms, you can tell when you have jury summons on because they just go for so long, and even without jury summons, you can feel them go on for quite a while.
Next.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, our attack feels pretty darn strong here with all the Doom proccing. I bet Merciful End would be pretty great on this build too.
This won't go on the record.
That's fine, Than. Thanks for your help. Thanks for your help.
You got a lot of them.
That I did. And actually pay attention to the kill count. Alright, let's see. Palm or shop? I guess we take the shop. If there's an Aphrodite, I take it. If there's an Artemis, I take it. If there's a Demeter, I spit in her face and say, "You've screwed me over too much today, crunchy old winter lady." Wow, I'm a little spiteful today, it seems, Kiwi. I'm sorry.
You are beneath the notice of the gods, monster, whilst I have earned their favor.
Theseus, you have 1 call boon. I have 16. Alright, I have 16 boons from the gods. And that's not accounting for my core boons. You first, bud.
A gracious audience.
Actually, let's hit him with Passion Dash. Oh, wait, I don't have Heart Run yet, so I don't need to worry about tagging things with Passion Dash just yet. Take some free damage here. I don't know why I'm focusing down Theseus. I should focus down the Bolt first. He's just objectively easier to deal with. Except when he does that. Especially when we have 50% reduced damage.
The champion. The great Achilles.
Keep fighting.
I'm not terribly impressed with Antos, to be honest. It seems very... The AoE is pretty minimal. And it seems that not just the enemy...
I shall run you through.
Not just the fact that the enemies are very easily able to escape its range, it's more so just the fact that... Oh, we broke Theseus. I thought that was us finishing... Where is he? Right here.
No, Asterius! Olympus! 'Tis my time of need!
I'm gonna bail out because I don't want to get hit by this. Oop. Oh dear. Oh, I almost ran out into that, unfortunately. Would you stop walking out of my range, brud? Oh, I forgot I got Blade Rift. Oops.
I don't think so. Ready.
He's able to block our rockets, or he just keeps walking out of them if not. Alright, I'm just gonna run up and do this.
How dare!
I'm a tad miffed. I wasted a Death Defiance there. Oh well.
To make Theseus shut it for a bit.
Alright, we got our Harpy Feather Duster fully upgraded. Excellent. That'll probably be the last time we use it in the foreseeable future because it just... Unfortunately, it is probably one of our only healing options, but not a very good one. At least from the keepsakes, I mean. You may honestly end up getting more HP from just putting on the old spiked collar, although it is only 50 HP, so that's not a whole lot. I don't know. Okay, what do we take now? Maybe the Chthonic Coin Purse, honestly, just so I can afford some stuff. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll take the Chthonic Coin Purse, unless you have something.
Beats dying.
I don't think I need that. I appreciate that it's offering me a Death Defiance, but I don't think I need it. So yeah, we'll take the Chthonic Coin Purse here. What happened to my voice there?
Any boons worth
We'll
giving
keep
up?
Hyper Sprint because there is still a potential dream
can do this
for...
again. Thank you.
There is still a potential dream for Rush Delivery. The odds are low. But I think if we're offered an anvil, we take it. We cry if we lose Cluster Bomb, because that's all of our damage, admittedly. Or actually, it's kind of switched into our attack because we don't have anything on the we don't have enough on the special. And it's a little bit more reliable to just tag things with my attack and run away. We are, in fact, offered a hammer, or an anvil. Let's see what our 6 rooms are first. Ares, Artemis. Artemis looks pretty cool. All right. I'm going to do a Kiwi. I'm going to take this. Wish me luck.
Let's mix things up.
We lost
Daedalus.
Cluster Bomb and got Hazard Bomb. Aw, man. We take damage from our attack, our special now. Unfortunate. Worst possible scenario. Oh well. We'll go Ares first, I guess, here. So yeah, we take 6 damage from being in the range of our special, but for Artemis, for the Eris Rail to get its passive activated, we need to be hit by our special, which means for me to get my damage up, I have to accept that I'm going to also take my own. I mean, it's basically I'm running a kind of a glass cannon build. I guess the one bright side is critting with Hazard Bomb is going to be pretty chaotic because it already does 300% increase. I think it's 300% increased damage, right? Or is it? It would be cool if these just showed up in order of when we get them, but I don't know. I'm not gonna hunt for it. I don't know the symbols. If I recognized the boon symbols, it would be fine. Actually, you know what? I have 50. I have 19 minutes to run out of time. We can hunt for it. I'm okay with that.
I'm rich.
Let's see. Am I blind? There it is. Hazard Bomb. Yeah, it is. So basically, the damage increase on Hazard Bomb is equivalent to critting. So we could basically have a 600% increased damage output by what this does. But sadly, RNG just was not in favor of us, but it is a build that requires a very specific 2 boons, so that's okay. That was kind of honestly to be expected. We're not going to get it guaranteed. Next time we run the rail, we'll try again. I do think Eris Rail is probably the rail that stands to gain the most from it because you get your Eris Rail passive potentially on top of everything else. The 75% extra damage is always welcome here. There is so much poison on the floor, my goodness. We never saw Heartrend either, although I guess there is still a chance we get that from Aphrodite potentially. Did you see that Satyr teleport out of my bomb there? I know it wasn't intentional, it was just how things timed out, but still feels kind of wild. Did our... Oh my goodness, Kiwi. Well, that's an unfortunate discovery I just made. Hazard Bomb can crit, which is not a surprise. But it can crit us. I just took 18 damage from it, which is 3 times 6. So yeah, Hazard Bomb just crit us. So there's a chance... That's crazy that can happen. That feels like it should be unintended. Or that should be considered unintentional.
Relentless, I accept this message.
So that's really unfortunate. We got like the worst possible options. I guess we'll take our Dire Misfortune. Our Doom effects deal more damage when applied to multiple times, which we're going to be very easily reapplying. There's an Aphrodite boon. I don't think I'm going to buy the diamond because why does Charon only want to sell us diamonds and sticks now? He won't offer us any Titan blood. Oh well. I feel a little bummed. Well,
Blasted little.
I'm in my own head right now, aren't I? Unfortunate. All right, I'm gonna buy this Aphrodite boon in the off chance it gives us a duo. Well, actually, Empty Inside sounds pretty solid. I'll take Empty Inside. Makes it more likely that I can apply Heartrend and keep it applied. We'll go for the Artemis boon here. Hopefully, we get a 2 chamber sticks. And the worst part, the other worst part about this whole situation is when I get hit by Hazard Bomb, I actually get staggered by it, so I'm even more vulnerable potentially. I guess the question is, oh, hold on, let's test this. Okay, that is good to know. So I can dash through Hazard Bomb, get the buff effect without taking the damage. So I just have to make sure I time my dashes right. That's fine. Okay, that makes it more usable than I thought it was. Still requires me to time my dashes correctly, and I think I just proved that won't always be the case, especially when I have to dodge other enemies at the same time. Here, where's that rat? There we go. Didn't see where it wound up. It was in the corner behind the foreground, so I couldn't actually see it. All right, yeah, I can make this work. I can definitely make this work. It won't be perfectly reliable, but I can make this work.
No way.
All right, unfortunately, no 2-chamber sticks, which I would have really preferred seeing here. We'll make it work. Ah, jeez. Getting attacked by poison and all this is not ideal. Artemis's Call does a ton of damage if it does crit, though. That was 1k damage, which is quite nice for us. Go ahead and tag you with the special. That was unnecessary damage to take. Okay.
Lady Artemis.
The run is kind of falling apart, Kiwi, not gonna lie. And we weren't offered Blade Rift. I do think I re-roll here on the off chance we're given either Heartrend or Blade Rift, or Hunting Blades, rather. What is with our RNG? Like, this is the same... In the same run, we have re-rolled 2 different instances and gotten the exact same set of boons both times. What is our luck? Man. I don't know, support fire doesn't do that much. I think overall will deal more damage in the long run, just taking that 0.3% more God Gauge filled per crit than we will gain from anything else. Do I take the HP or the coin? I think I take the HP and hope for this being a 3-chamber sticks. Good to see that we are one-shotting enemies with our hazard bomb at the very least. This far into sticks is kind of crazy that it's happening that way, but I appreciate it. Only the enemies that have lower HP pools, mind you, but still. If we can one-shot those snake stones, that will help us in the long run. And that hazard bomb crits for 1200 damage, so it's nothing to snuff at, or nothing to laugh at. I almost killed myself, I think, there. The odds of us getting enough coin to afford that diamond are pretty darn low. But yeah, we do want... The one-shots on those is quite nice. I almost want to take this Kiss of Sticks. I don't think I need to, though. I still think we're fine. I can safe spot Hades pretty well. Worst case scenario, I just don't use my special. We'll take the Cyclops Jerky, though, because there's a reasonable chance that will make it to the final boss. Not guaranteed, though, because... Actually, it is, because the odds of us getting another... I'm gonna dash through this. Cool. Alright. Oh, how did I get poisoned? Ugh. Got poisoned and then panicked and got hit for unnecessary damage. And I got crit by my special. I should have bought that Death Defiance Kiwi. I made a mistake. At least I can relatively safe spot this rat. Especially if it just commits to standing still like that. I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to accept that I can't use the Ares Rail's main effect anymore. Alright, the odds of a 4-chamber stick are fairly in our favor. I'll go for the coin, maybe we can afford the diamond, and if not, we'll afford all the other boons. I guess. Oh wait, I almost took an unnecessary hit for my special there. The timing of the special dodge is fairly forgiving, because the timing on the dash dodges is fairly forgiving. I just have to remember not to waste dashes. Maybe I sell something here. I mean, no, I don't. None of that is worth selling. You can tell I feel a little defeated by how poorly our RNG has suddenly taken a shift. But we're still gonna, we're gonna win this run. That's not some ominous foreshadowing for things that are gonna come. I feel confident enough in my abilities, especially with the rail, even at this high a heat, which really isn't that high of a heat for the rail and me. Like, I wouldn't consider this a high heat run until at least the 20s. For the weapons I'm good at.
Check the old well.
Could instantly gain some coin here. There's a reasonable chance we see the, yeah, I'll take it.
More suffering.
We should be able to afford that diamond now for sure, although I don't think I needed to do that to be able... Wow! Wow, okay, RNG is really being awful to us. This is a 5-chamber sticks run. A 2% chance of that happening just feels terrible. And there's a reasonable chance I lose the Death Defiance here, unfortunately, because of that. Because I'm pretty low on HP, and really, that clipped me through the wall. I refuse to accept... Oh man, Kiwi. This run is having a bad time. I think you can tell, but I think I'm a tad bit tilted, unfortunately. We're getting nothing that we want here. RNG is a cruel mistress, Kiwi. And we tempt fate every time we ask for kindness from her. How did I not take damage from that trap there? I definitely look like I clipped it.
Fetch me something.
Oh well. Well, we didn't lose our Death Defiance, but there's still no guarantee that we don't. Honestly, I'm gonna buy the diamond. I could buy the Demeter, but I think I already got Nourish Soul from her earlier in the run when we beat Asterius as his mini-boss form. So there's not much to be gained from this.
Let's see how quickly I can slay you all.
You know what? I have Blade Rift. I should use that to defend myself against these rats if I can. On the bright side, every chamber we don't take damage in, we gain a little bit of HP back. I mean, it's regardless of whether we take damage. It's just a matter of every time we go to the next chamber, we get a little bit of HP back. But what I mean is every chamber that we don't take damage in, we're netting positive on HP gain, I guess is more what I mean. And thankfully, we're getting some relatively kind rooms for... Yeah, okay, good. I think that should be the last chamber. This has to be the Satyr Sack. There we go.
Servers must be starving. A whole entire sack of something.
I guess, given our situation, we put this on the attack for the extra damage that gives. Man, what an unlucky Styx. An extremely unlucky Styx. And a relatively slow one, too. Can't afford anything, so we'll take...
Why not?
Oh, well, we finally got Hunting Blades. I guess that's something for this run. Too little, too late, though, seriously.
Fang-bearing Cerberus directs all three of its attentions toward the Satyr Sack.
Well, that all said, I still feel relatively confident going into Hades.
Thanks, boy.
Worst case scenario, I just kite him out with the rail like I usually do. Best case scenario, I play my best and destroy him, but I don't have a lot going for me. Although I guess Hunting Blades being benefited from Eris's passive will be nice. We are getting a fish here, which is nice. Hopefully I can get a Titan Blood out of it.
No matter how quickly you're able to get here, I shall be waiting.
Alright, Kiwi, wish me luck. This run's a little bit sketchier than the usual, but we still have at least one Death Defiance. No, we have two. We're fine. Alright, let's go ahead and get this damage boost. Hope I missed. Hold on. Please hold. Oh, man, that staggers you and it's rough. Oh, okay. Well, I am just timing this horrendously, and the autocast decided that the autocast decided that Path Stone was more threatening than anything else Hades could offer, including himself. I think I'm just gonna have to accept that I cannot play the Eris Rail the way it was intended. Because critting myself and staggering myself are things that I cannot really manage to deal with right now. Ow, and I got clipped by that. Oh, Kiwi. I am gonna try and save up Artemis's God Gauge if I can, because I think she's gonna do a lot of damage if we get her off. That was wrong phrasing. Oops. If we are able to pull off her fully charged call, it is going to do a lot of damage, is what I wanted to say there, with no uncomfortable sexual innuendos whatsoever. Where are you, Hades? There you are. Alright, so we've got her greater call, so we'll pop it as soon as we start the next phase, I think. And there's the next phase. There. So let's pop a hazard bomb now. Accept the hit from both of those. And here, have an Artemis. Ooh, goodbye HP. Yeah, I do need more arrows than that, Hades, but considering how much damage you just took, not many more. One more of those. Okay, here's a laser. We'll just dodge that. Crit for 1519. Like, okay, yeah, hazard bombs, really not great for our build, but it does do damage. It does do what it needs to do. Stop sliding around like a jelly-filled donut. What? Sometimes I talk and I mean things, and sometimes I talk and I don't even know what the heck I'm trying to say. Finish him off. Alright, we didn't even lose a death there, but still.
I must admit, you learned something at some point in all this.
This run started off looking so very promising and devolved into nothing.
No escape.
But even nothing on the rail is still a lot.
In the name of someone very sore right
Honestly,
now.
like, what even do we take as what won us the run here? Because I think, honestly, I'm so salty about it. This is what we're doing. We're gonna definitely keep aspect of... Where is it? Aspect of Eris. And then... where is it? Hazard Bomb. That's all we need to know. The most anti-synergy run we could have possible on Eris. Actually, you know what? I should make a point of any damage you has a chance of critting, Deadly Flourish, and Hunter's Mark. I guess no. No, like, I think, yeah. Hazard Bomb, Aspect of Eris, and Pressure Points is it. That's it. Okay, Kiwi. 39 win streak, 71 wins total. Not bad. Let's go ahead and collect our fish and hopefully get that sturgeon. If it gives me a 4-bob, I'm good. Unlikely, though. I know it's not a guaranteed chance. I was too slow.
Is this a trout?
It is a trout. Funny that. Alright, back to the house we go.
The never-learning Zagreus then carelessly fell off a precipice or something, plunging him into the rapids of the Styx.
Huh?
Purple glorble. Garble glarb. Goodbye, Zagreus.
Did pretty well that time.
Guess you're here to stay.
Then, you don't take issue with me being close with Dusa, do you? She brings such warmth to this place. I really appreciate having her here.
You don't need to ask me such things, Zagreus. They're your feelings.
Yeah, well, thanks then.
I really like Than. I really thought the goddess of the hunt was looking out for me. Cause of death, trampling. Sounds like the hunt went very poorly for that guy.
The house is secure, lad. Go.
Well, if you say so, Achilles.
I knew you could do it.
Hey, hi everyone.
Mother, this family gathering you're planning, are all of our relatives welcome? Because I was wondering if I could extend the invitation to a distant ancestor. You know, Chaos.
Okay, so this answers my question from like an episode ago. We can bring Chaos to the party. Excellent.
Nyx's parent? You've been in contact then? Look, if you feel it's the right thing to do, I trust your judgment. The spirit of this event is to bring the family together.
Thanks. I doubt Chaos would be able to attend, though would still appreciate the thought.
It would be fun if they did attend, because I feel like all the other gods would be like, oh my goodness, the primordial creator, what's going on here?
The ever-faithful Cerberus remains resting steadfastly in his spot.
If nothing else, I would enjoy seeing Chaos present just to put Zeus in his place.
You don't like it when I pet your other heads, huh?
Because I doubt Zeus bows to anyone, but he might have to respect Chaos even a little bit.
I must say, you made a hollow mockery of Theseus that time.
I don't think I did, honestly. Maybe the previous run, but this one did not go the way I wanted it to at all.
Zagreus? Oh, don't worry, I'll be back in fighting shape in no time, Zag.
Good to hear, Meg. Keep it up.
Fine work from the house contractor.
Gemstones for a Titan blood, not even worth considering. How dare you.
Here's all I caught.
Turn in our fish, and we get ourselves keys, a diamond, and some darkness.
Totally worth it.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
What is it, child? I sense that your concern's of a different nature than it usually is. Yet it is veiled to me, somehow.
Oh, it's just... Please don't take this the wrong way, Nyx, but I was worried you were being rather harsh to Dusa. You asked her not to speak to me at all?
It's kind of crazy that we have gotten so far into the plotline with Dusa that we've like, it took us this long to have this conversation that I've been wondering about for a long time.
I asked she mind her own responsibilities. I fear she forgets herself in this house. Though you have an informal heir, you are the prince, the only son of the Lord Hades, fate-appointed master of this realm. You shall have the company of gods, not severed Gorgon heads.
It's really weird that Nyx is taking this stance against Dusa, honestly. Like, she's so supportive of every other god, but I guess maybe she's a little bit racist, or what would it be, deityist? Or I don't know how you would, mortalist? I don't know.
If I'm so important, shouldn't I be the one to choose whom I get to interact with around here?
I guess that's not the case, because she definitely treats Achilles with respect, and he's immortal.
You do not fully know your place, my child. The Gorgon head most certainly does not know hers. Please focus on your task at hand and leave her be.
No.
Whatever you say.
No, don't take that standing down, Zagreus. I'm very curious to see where this plotline goes. This is probably the only plotline aside from the epilogue that we have left to really traverse, and I'm curious to see how it gets resolved, because I don't doubt that it does. But all right, I think that's about the end of this episode. Let's talk to Skelly, see what we're running next episode, and go from there. All right, the shield at long last.
Shoulder to cry on to you, boyo?
All right, Kiwi. So what I am going to do is I'm going to take the shield. We're going to go the aspect of Beowulf. I have a very specific build in mind that I want to try and see what happens with it. It's actually the build that I've been practicing 45 heat with, so look forward to that, assuming I can get it running, because RNG doesn't always, as this run proved, agree with us.
Nice.
But with all that said, Kiwi, I hope you've enjoyed watching, and if you're awake, I hope this is helping you fall asleep. If you're asleep, I hope you're sleeping well. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one.
Right in the vertebrae.